Hello YouTube, welcome back once again. Alfred here for Wakati Avenue, and I hope you guys have been doing very well. Today's topic will basically be on, it will be a mellow, chilled topic called reflection. What do I mean by reflection? I'm basically talking about you reflecting on the past year, as we're in December now. Towards the end of December, a new year is approaching. It's best to sometimes chill and reflect on the past year, on things that you've done, the good things, the bad year. Now, I'm a champion of strategizing. I love strategizing. I love planning ahead. I love looking to the future. But at the same time, as much as you may look into the future, as much as you may strategize, right, you still have to look at where you came from. Take a step back or two step back, and then you look at the past things that you've been doing, the things that you've been doing right, the things that you haven't been doing right, so you can course correct as you plan ahead. So it's very crucial that at times, and it's not just for the end of the year, but it's best at the end of the year, so you can know from January to all the way to December exactly what you've done. But it would be better if you do it monthly, weekly. You reflect on the things that you think have to be taken care of. So this December, like this, at times you just sit back and chill, and then really reflect on the mistakes that you have undergone. You know, the positive and the negative of the year. You know, from January to February, no one can be positive throughout. No one can just make mistakes throughout unless you really have bad luck. But if there are things that you have to rectify, you know, you made a few mistakes, you've made a few mistakes here, and then you have to take care of these mistakes by you have to know, you have to plan out now how you're going to do it. And then if you've done more of a positive things, the more positive things that you've done, those are the things that you can now enhance, and then you can go ahead with those things, because they brought about a positive results for you, you know. But all in all is that you look at all the things. For example, look at your relationships. What are the relationships that you have to delete from your life? What are those relationships that you have to foster? You know, you have to create. Who are those people you want to be in touch with in a constant basis? Who are the things that, who are the people that you want to be close to? You know, what sort of relationships do you want with these people? Those are the things to reflect on, because if you're not going to do this, more likely than not, you're going to make the same mistakes that you did. So it will be useless you going into the next year, or going into your goals and into your purpose without rectifying those mistakes that you did this year, because those very same situations that you're not going to take care of now, or you're not going to take care of this year, may arise next year, and then at that time, because you had not dealt with them thoroughly, what will happen is that you're going to make the same mistakes. And we see this with a lot of people. I've seen that. I've done it myself. I still have a lot of reflection to do, obviously, myself. For example, there are a few relationships that I have to foster. I have to create things that I missed out on, you see. Those few mistakes that I have to rectify that from this year. So learning from those things means that you look at exactly where you got stuck, what were the things that made you get stuck, find a solution. And as a man, usually, because I'm usually talking to the man out there, to the young man or older man, whoever, as a man, you are a problem solver. You can't just sit back and allow other people to solve a lot of problems for you. Now, this does not mean that you shouldn't ask for help here and there. It's very natural. It's advisable to ask for help if you're stuck, But at times, more often than not, you really have to solve your own problems, unless they're very huge problems that you can now engage other people to help you. But at least come up with solutions to these problems, because not everyone will be there for you always. Not everyone will be able to create solutions for you. And so coming up with solutions for your own problems is one way that you can better your life. And this comes, like I said, like I'm talking about here, by reflecting. What can I do better at this situation? For example, my finances are not where I want them to be. So should I save more, right? How do I save? Do I open a saving account? Do I put the money under my pillow? What are my habits? Should I change my habits? You can do this by reflecting. How do I change my habits? The bad habits, the good habits. How do I foster better habits so that I can better create a life that I want and further my purpose? Because without really reflecting on this, you may take things in a surface level. You think, okay, I can just do this. But reflection helps you go deep inside. You go down into the depth of your of your subconscious rather, and really reflect on the problem that brought about the situation. So it's not just surface level. You're not just painting the surface to look good, but you're really making it solid, and then so that you can now march to your purpose. And it's very, very important for this to do this exercise, because as you know that you're going to your purpose, through your purpose, you're going ahead, you're pulling ahead, and there's a lot of things that you want to accomplish, but you know that you still need a lot of solid ground. You still need a lot of knowledge. So you need to know where you're going to get this. When was the last time that you were able to do this? So it's not only about the negative, reflection is not only about the negative, but also the positive, because you can also enhance what you've done well. For example, exercising. I like to talk about exercising in my videos because it has helped me a lot so far. So what have I done throughout the year? I've done a lot of positive things. I've bought a few equipments here and there, like dumbbells and stuff, stretch bands and all that. And this is more of a positive in my part. So I can reflect on that and say, okay, because I did this, right, it has helped me really maintain my health. It has helped me maintain the body that I've always want. But not only that, it has helped me be able to be much more healthy and know where I can go with my health, and not really always depend on not depend on things that will help me enhance myself outside of me. But I know that if I do exercises right, since I do them on my own, I do them in my own apartment, right? It means that I'm good. I'm good. It's a positive thing. I don't need the gym or anything like that. It's not that the gym is not good. Definitely, maybe later on, I might go to the gym, but because I have that sense that I can create that healthy lifestyle without the gym, then that gives me a positive to go and move forward. So reflection. Reflection. Don't just do it on the surface level. Always try and go deep inside of you. Chill. Really listen to your intuition. Really listen to your subconscious. What is it telling you? what are the things that you have to do so that next year becomes better? What are the things that you have to follow up on? What are the pending stuff that you are leaving this year so that next year they won't trouble you? And that's another thing, and that's the meaning of reflection, because you might have pending stuff this year that you're supposed to get rid of. You're supposed to tick in your task notes. Those pending stuff are not supposed to stay overnight. So when next year comes, you have a fresh start. You're starting on your new things. Obviously, you can't do everything in 1 year. There are just some things that have to follow up into the next year, obviously. But don't make them too many or too hard, because you won't give space to the new stuff that you have to do. The knowledge that you have to bring in, the new your new mindset, the new equipment, learning how to use this equipment. Now, if you've got pending stuff that from last year that you're supposed to learn, and then this year comes, now you have to learn more stuff, And I remember back when I was at school, I used to leave a lot of things pending for next term, You find that I really don't study enough so that I know for one term, through with one term, and I know all the subject for this term. So next term, I'm totally clear and ready to absorb new subjects. But then I wouldn't really read upon things that I'm supposed to for that term. So when the next new term comes about, you find you've got so many stuff you haven't done. You have to cover. Some people have already covered so much stuff. Some have done everything, but you have accumulated a lot of stuff, and so you find that things become overwhelming. I can see a lot of people right now. This is December. They know that there's some things they had to have taken care of. Now, because in January a lot of people have to pay school fees, but at the same time, December usually December is a month of partying. You have to go out, just chill out, So a lot of people have to spend money, but at the same time, they need to spend money next year for their children's school fees. So now that's overwhelming. So they have to make decisions that, okay, what can they do? Are they supposed to spend the money on their children so that they can have a happy Christmas and get the new clothes and the new toys, or are they supposed to pay the school fees for the new year? So that all comes about. You have to reflect so that next year this doesn't happen again. So that, okay, when December comes, I have this for my kids. I know so my kids will have the presents for the Christmas. I know by next year the school fees are covered, so I won't be stressed out. So right now, a lot of people are really stressed out because they were not able to really reflect, not just plan, but reflect. Obviously, if you reflect first, then now you can plan. So start reflecting now, and then when January comes, you start planning out, so that when December comes, not much overwhelms you. At least you can take care of a few things. As a man, you make decisions on what is important. So reflect on these things. Reflect on yourself. Reflect on how you can be better, how you can refine yourself, how you can self-develop, how you can better evolve to the guy or to the man that you're supposed to be, or because you cannot stay the same person this year. You cannot stay having the same mindset. So all that needs reflection. You have to step back, if you follow up on Bill Gates, for example, once a year I hear that, I read somewhere rather, that he takes at least 2 weeks, holiday, where he goes, reads a few books, and then he just thinks about what he's supposed to do. He just thinks, okay, what's that really is just reflection on his part, okay, what are the things that I have to plan out, or what are the things that I'm supposed to do, because I did this here, I did this, did that. This did not work out, but this was a positive. But from here, I can take it further. And basically, that's it. I mean, it's not something that we are usually accustomed to, because we're not taught these things. But these are the things that usually help. I mean, if you continually do it, right? If you do it in a consistent basis, like people who do it usually every month, basically, they're way far ahead, you know. So even if you do it once a year, at least it will help you somehow. But doing it in a regular basis, you know, once a year, I mean, twice, 4 times a year, you know, quarterly, you know, just do it like 3 or 4 times a year. At least then you'll be accustomed to doing that, you know. This is more like a business, you know, these big businesses, you see. They have reports, annual reports, you know. So take it like an annual report, like, okay, what are the profits, what made these sort of customers not come back, how can we now bring back new customers, you know, how can we do better services, you know, for in our company. That's basically that, you know. It's like a self-report. So that's what reflection is, you know, reflecting. Now, one thing that's very important on this reflecting thing, you have to be really honest to yourself. You can lie to everybody else, but the worst thing is lying to yourself. You can't say, okay, I did this, I was positive throughout, there was nothing wrong. Once you say that to yourself, then you've already failed. Then you are just lying to yourself. But if you're true to yourself, you stay reflecting truth to yourself, then you are more likely to succeed, because you are more likely, your subconscious is more likely to show you your mistakes. And because you have accepted these mistakes, then consciously you are going to rectify them. And even when they come again, maybe next year, they come about, you're in the same situation where you're supposed to make a decision on those mistakes, you can make better decisions. And that's it. Yeah, your reflection will help you make better decisions next time. That's basically the whole premises of reflecting, you know, making better decisions. But going deep inside of you, being honest, putting ego aside, and really saying, okay, I'm going to put my ego aside, and so reflect on this, tell myself the truth, because there's no really use in telling yourself lies. You know, once you tell yourself lies, you're just going to attract the same situations over and over, and you'll be in the same loop, the same rhythm. You'll be in the same rhythm this year as the same rhythm next year, and throughout. And people usually who come out of a funk, people who come out from that rhythm that they did not never want, I assure you, they reflect on their lives. And this is it's akin to meditating, but meditating is more like clearing your mind. You know, it's more like seeking clarity. But reflection is more like really looking deep inside for the thing, the inner being there, where that is supposed to lead you, and so it makes you make better decisions. Anyway, there's been your boy Alfred. It's been me once again for Wakati Avenue. I hope you guys are enjoying your festive season for this December. Take care of yourself, guys. Don't forget to acquire that knowledge, more knowledge to you. And peace.